Hey loves, welcome back to my channel. Ooh. Welcome back. My name is NK. If you're new here, well, welcome. If you're not new, thank you once again for all the love and all the support. Today's video is a very detailed, and I mean detailed, tutorial. So it's gonna be me showing you how you can slay your brows. Trust me, a good brow can make your makeup, even the simplest makeup, look like you spent thousands on it. Okay, and I'm here to show you guys how you can get it done using both a pencil and a brow gel. You can use whatever works for you. Go ahead and use it, and you can just see the difference in using both products. So without wasting time, let's just get right into it. So I'm going to be showing you guys everything that you need before you start even thinking of killing your brow, like of getting that brow that says wow. I'm also going to be showing you guys the difference between using a concealer and no concealer, so you see the difference. Trust me girl, it's a very detailed look. The first thing you need is a brow gel. You can either use a brow gel or be like me and get yourself a really nice edge control or hair wax, gel wax, whatever. So this is what I like to use. Now for me personally, this product is so important. I don't skip this step because this is what you're going to use to lay your brows flat. So as we begin the tutorial, you're going to see how each product works and why it is very important. So you can either get a brow gel, please get a brow gel, okay? Let's just get a brow gel. Or you can use a nice hair gel, to be honest. I mean, it's brows, it's still hair, really. The next thing you're going to need is a spoolie. You need a really nice spoolie. So this is the spoolie I'm going to be using. Then we're going to be using a brow gel. And for this tutorial, I'm using the Karite brow gel in brown. I personally love this product. I love it. I love the consistency. The only issue I have with it is that it dries out quickly. But other than that, amazing. Now for brow pencil, I'm using the Davis brow pencil in number 18. There are so many types of brow pencil. This is literally the cheapest. It is sold for 500 naira in the market. Now you also need a concealer if you're the type of person that likes to conceal your brows. If I'm being honest, I almost never conceal my brows. I usually do my face first, so I have a good base, and then I never need to conceal my brows. I also I'm not a fan of the concealed brow look, but for the purpose of this tutorial, I'm going to be showing you guys how you can use a concealer to do your brows as well. So I'm going to be using the BeautybyAD concealer. This is in Bad 03. I'm also going to be using the Too Faced Born This Way concealer in the shade Sand. Now for the brow gel, you want to get yourself a really nice angled brush. You're also going to need a wider flat angled brush as well, and this one I'm going to be using to outline my concealer. Then to blend out the concealer, I'm going to be using a flat brush just like this. You can also use a smaller flat brush depending on what you prefer and which one works best for you and which is easier for you. I'm also going to be using this brush. It's like a packed blending brush, but it's not too free. This is just perfect to finish up blending my concealer. The last but not the least, you need a setting powder. I'm going to be using Huda Beauty in the shade Kunafa. You can use any setting powder or even your face powder. You just need something that would, mattify your brow gel or whatever you decide to use to lay your brows flat. So now that I've showed you guys everything you're gonna need, let's get right into the tutorial. First thing, you want to brush your brows in place. So now I'm gonna be taking the brow gel and my spoolie. You want to dip that in, you can see that. Then we're taking that brow gel, okay, and we're gonna gently, you see, you don't want to, this is why I say gently, Then you just want to start pressing that into your brows. Okay, brush that, blend that. You don't want to apply too much brow gel, just enough. Just brush the hair up. Basically follow the shape of your brows. So even the way it is now, I literally can just step out like this, especially if I'm not wearing makeup and I already have really nice brows. So using the fluffy brush, I'm taking some of that Huda Beauty and I'm just gonna use that to, well, make sure you dust it off. And I'm just gonna use that to, you know, mattify my brows. Now, if you're using a brow pencil, the secret, okay, the secret is to use a very sharp pencil. So this helps to easily outline your brows. So remember, one side is for the brow gel, the other side is for the brow pencil. So I'm gonna go in with the pencil on the right side of, on the right brow. So let's go. I'm gonna start off by outlining. It's so hard to talk and do your brows at the same time, but I'm going to do my best. So here we go. I'm gonna start off by outlining. Let me come closer. Just tracing directly under my brow. Just follow the natural shape of your brows after you've already mattified it and used the brow gel. Oh my god, this thing is just like flat and dry. Like my brows are not even moving. Look, my brows are not even moving. They're not moving. Okay, my brows are not moving, they're already in place and secured. So I'm gonna start outlining right here. I'm not starting in front, just right here. Okay? And then I'm gonna go in again, depending on how thick or defined you want it to be. Because I barely wear, not barely, because I almost never wear eyeshadow, I do like my brows to really stand out. So I'm gonna do the top part of the brow. You can see as well, I'm not starting from the front. I just move in a little bit and then I start tracing that. Now you can see the difference already. My brows are microbladed. They've been microbladed for a while, but I've always known how to do my eyebrows. The only reason I did them was because I don't have brows, okay? It's always like I'm looking clueless, so I got them done. But let me point out one important thing. This is the beginning of your brow. Put your brow pencil here. So you know this is where your brow starts. Then you twist it to an angle. So this is the arch. This is the highest point. Your brow shouldn't go any higher than this. And this is the end point of your brow, okay? Your nose should be your guideline when you are doing your brows. So on this side, this is it, the start of my brow, the arch, and then the end point. Just follow this angle, okay? Just follow this angle and you are good. So here is my arch. So what you can do is when you start off, this is the front part, so you know your brows are starting here. You place it back. This is your arch. So when you get your arch, you use your pencil. Say, this is my arch, right? And this is the end point of my brow. So you know this is where it's gonna end. So it starts here. This is the arch, the peak, and then it ends here. Really easy. Just use your brow pencil, spoolie, whatever, but I would say brow pencil, so when you get it, you outline it as you go. So here, here, and here. Now, there is something I do. If you're gonna wear concealer, when you outline your brows, do your concealer first. Yes, do your concealer first. Do you know why? Sometimes when you go in and fill in your brows and then you put your concealer already defines your brows. So it may give you a more defined brow than you want. Because I don't do concealer, I just know that whatever I put there is how I want it to be. But if you do concealer, I would honestly say once you outline your brows, go in with your concealer before you fill it in and finish the rest of your brows. So we're gonna leave this like this, and then we're gonna move on to the brow gel. So now we're going in with our brow gel, and this is what it looks like. So I'm gonna go in with the brush Guys, sometimes this thing dries out there. Voila. They like the dry out, they suffer person. Make I come the suffer. Because of waiting stranger we talk. So here we go. Oof, the consistency, baby. Because I already have my outline, I'm just gonna go ahead and start. Because this brow gel is really pigmented, I like to go in with a light hand. And just there, get to the end point. You see, this is why you need to have an end point, because I can clean that off. It's too far up. And then, because I always have more, again, very pigmented. I just personally really love to use a brow gel. It gives me so much more control and just a really defined brow the way I like it. So now we're gonna go in and conceal before we finish up the brows. Now another thing I like to do, however, because I don't have any hairs here, I typically will go in and fill up this area. Actually, just fill it up, the sparse area down to here. And then I stop. So I'm gonna do the same for this brow. Whatever is left on the brush is what I'm gonna use with a very light hand to trace and join that to the rest of the brow. When it comes to this, I flatten the pencil so it's just the size that I can use to just brush this. Then let's go in and fill that in, following the shape of the brows, just with a very light hand. When I come to the front, I fade it out. Gorgeous. Sometimes for this stage, I don't even use a brow gel. I just go ahead and use my brow pencil. A brow gel takes practice. But once you get the hang of it, honey, it's hard to go back. I can't lie to you. Okay, then we fill that in. So I'm filling in the sparse areas. Okay. So this is what I have right now. Like I said, I typically would do my face before my brow. So usually by this stage, my brow is already done. The rest of my face, you know, all done, has already given it the effect that I want. And I will just leave my brows like this. But if this is not you, we're gonna go in with concealer, okay? Using the concealer, I'm gonna start off with the Beauty by AD here. The Too Faced Born This Way as well. Get them on the back of my palm. This time around, I'm gonna be going in with this brush. Remember, I'm using 2 different concealers. You don't have to, it's just my preference. So the Beauty by AD will go right here in the middle. Then the Too Faced goes here and here, the beginning and the end. Remember, we have 3 points: the beginning, the arch, and the end point. So the beginning and the end point, the darker shade of foundation, which is almost my skin tone, which is the Too Faced Born This Way concealer, is what I use in the beginning and the end. And then for my arch area, I use the Beauty by AD concealer. Like I said, I like to use this brush because it's just another on good brush, so it makes outlining the concealer really easy for me. Very light hand, guys. Then I stop. Then I go over here, the end point. Then I stop. Then I'm gonna take the lighter concealer and just put it right here. Now we blend using the same brush. You just want to bring that down. Especially if you're doing eyeshadow, you want to really take it down, because this will serve as a really good base for your shadow. So now when you blend, you're kind of like mixing both concealers And don't get me wrong guys, you can absolutely use just one concealer to blend your brows. You don't have to use two. This is just my preference for what I like. But if you're going to use one concealer, I would say go to or stick to one that is closer to your skin tone so you don't have some harsh looking eyebrow. So now I'm going to be going in with the flat brush, and I'm going to use this to clean up properly. So when I clean up, I tend to sharpen the edge just the way I want it to be. I don't conceal the top part of my brow. I really don't know why people do it. I don't see the need. I feel like once you've done this, you're really good. Now the next thing I want to do before I go into this brow is to set the concealer. See the difference already? Concealer, no concealer. So now I am done concealing both brows and setting them. This is the brow gel. This is the brow pencil, so you can see and decide which one works for you. This is why I said I don't conceal the top part of my brows, because with this I feel like I already have a very defined eyebrow, so putting concealer there is just make it, for me I just feel like it's too much. But if you don't mind and it's your thing, go ahead and conceal the top part of your brow. The only thing I will say is this time around, if you're going to do that, use a concealer that is almost the same shade as your skin tone to conceal the top part of your brow, and just take your time with a flat brush and really define that. This is also why I said when I'm filling in my brows, I go in with a light hand. The moment you put concealer, everything just is really defined, right? So I'm gonna go in with my spoolie and just the front part, because this is already in place. Trust me, you don't need to touch all of this part because your brow gel and your setting powder already has that in place. I just go into the front and just gently brush that just to really make it look natural. Gently, you want to give it a nice fade. Do the same thing here. Honestly, I never need to do much here because honestly I feel like my brow is already done. And you can use your hand and take off whatever excess you have. And there we have it guys, a really well defined brow. My eyebrow game, I would always pride myself, is on point. Okay, it's on point. So with this now you can go in with your eyeshadow, foundation, all of that good stuff, and you're good to go. So guys, this is the finished look. You can see how the brows look so good. And like I said, you really don't need to conceal the top part of your brow except you want to. But by the time you're done with your face makeup, everything just really blends in. And when you're doing your foundation, you can actually just use your foundation to clean up the top part of your brow. So this is what it looks like, and you can all agree it looks gorgeous. If you have any questions, please ask me in the comments. Don't forget to like, to share, to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.